How to deal with the difficult people, the unavoidable encounter. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Take a moment to think about your day-to-day interactions, whether at work, at home, in your community, or even online. It is almost a certainty. At some point, we will encounter someone who challenges our patience, tests our limits, or simply seems to drain our energy. These are difficult people, my dear. The critics, the complainers, the overly demanding, the negative, the dismissive, and many others. It is easy to let these encounters derail our day, to ignite our frustration, or to make us retreat. We might feel powerless or tempted to respond in kind. But what if I told you that how you choose to respond to difficult people is not just about managing them, but about mastering yourself? What if these interactions, so challenging, are actually profound opportunities for growth, for developing deeper empathy, and for strengthening your own resolution? Today, we are going to explore how to deal with difficult people, not just effectively, but in a way that empowers you and elevates you every interaction. I mean in a way that empowers you and elevates you every interaction. Mastering the art of engagement. Number one, the power of perspective. It is not always about you. Our first instinct when faced with a difficult person is often to personalize their behavior. We assume their negativity is directed solely at us, or that we are somehow responsible for their mood. No. Shift your lens. Understand that difficult behaviors often stems from their own pain, insecurity, fear, or unresolved issues. It is rarely about you as a person, but about their internal struggles. Next is practice empathy without condoning. Try to imagine what might be driving their behavior. This doesn't mean excusing it, but understanding it can diffuse your own emotional reaction and help you respond more strategically. Next is don't take it personally. Don't take their behavior personally. This is a superpower. When you detach your self-worth from their actions, you reclaim your emotional peace. Their storm doesn't have to become yours. Yes. Number two, the art of emotional detachment. That is guarding your inner peace. Difficult people thrive on emotional reactions. Yes, that's what they are. When you engage in a heated argument with them, or allow their negativity to infect your mood, you give way and you give your power. Therefore, do this, my friends. Create emotional boundaries. Imagine a shield around yourself. Let their words or actions hit the shield, but don't let them penetrate your core. Next is pause before you react. In moments of tension, take a deep breath. Count up to 5. This brief pause creates space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose a conscious, effective reaction instead of an impulsive, emotional one. Next is recognize your triggers. Understand what types of behavior or words tend to upset you the most. Self-awareness is the first step to managing your reactions. Number 3, strategic communication, choosing your words wisely. Your words have immense power. When dealing with difficult people, strategic communication can de-escalate tension and guide the interaction towards a more productive outcome. This should be done through listening actively and speaking calmly. Often, difficult people just want to be heard. Listen to understand, not to respond. When you speak, maintain a calm, even tone. Volume and aggression only fuel the fire. Next, focus on facts, not accusations. Instead of saying, "You always interrupt me," try saying, "I am finding it hard to finish my thought when I am interrupted." Focus on the behavior, not the passion. Next is use I statements. Express how their actions affect you rather than making sweeping judgments about them. Say, "I feel frustrated when this and this happen." It is more effective than "you are frustrating." Next is know when to disengage. Not every battle, my friend, is worth fighting. If an interaction is becoming toxic or unproductive, it is okay to politely disengage and revisit the conversation later or not at all. Number 4, setting a clear boundary. Set clear boundaries and protect your energy. Boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines for healthy relationships. They are essential for protecting your energy and maintaining your well-being. For example, communicate your limits. Clearly and calmly state what you will and what you will not tolerate. For example, "I am happy to discuss this, but I won't tolerate yelling." Next is become consistent. Boundaries are only effective if you enforce them consistently. Difficult people will always try to test them. Next is prioritize your well-being. It is not selfish at all to protect your peace. Sometimes the best way to deal with a difficult person is to limit your exposure to them or to move yourself from the situation entirely if possible. Number 5, the opportunity for growth. Yes, your personal evolution. Every difficult passion you encounter is, in a strange way, a personal trainer for your character. Yes, they push you to develop patience, empathy, assertiveness, and emotional regulation. Therefore, reflect and learn. After a challenging interaction, take time to reflect. What could you learn? Or what could you have done differently? What did you learn about yourself in this interaction? Another thing is strengthen your inner core. Each time you navigate a difficult situation with grace and intelligence, you build your inner strength and resilience, my friends. Next is become a beacon. By demonstrating calm and composure in the face of difficulty, you become an example for others and contribute to a more positive environment. In summary, mastering yourself and mastering interaction. We have learned that dealing with difficult people is less about changing them and more about mastering yourself. Yes, that is it. And it involves shifting our perspective, practicing emotional detachment, communicating strategically, setting clear boundaries, and embracing these encounters as opportunities for profound personal growth. What to do now? Your next empowered steps are here. Today, let's commit to transforming how we approach challenging interactions. Number 1, who is that one difficult person? Or what is that one difficult situation you will approach differently today? Applying one of these strategies starting now. And what is that one emotional trigger you will become more aware of and practice pausing before reacting? What is one boundary you will set clearly today or reinforce to protect your peace? Therefore, don't let others dictate your emotional state. Don't let their difficulties become your own, my friends. Don't let their difficulties become your own. In conclusion, this is your unshakable strength. Life will always present us with challenging individuals. That is a given. But your response is not. You possess an incredible capacity for inner strength, for wisdom, and for grace. By choosing to respond with intention, with empathy, and with firm boundaries, you don't just deal with difficult people. You transcend the situation. You become unshakable. So go forth. Embrace these encounters, not as burdens, but receptacles for your growth. Master your reactions. Protect your peace. And in doing so, you will not only navigate the complexities of human interactions with confidence, but you will emerge stronger, wiser, and truly unstoppable. Thank you.